So this week I'm focusing in on missing people and why some cases get coverage that other cases don't. One of the cases I went back to was Madeleine McCann, and why I did that is because they restarted a search for her this week. So that's back in the news, and I've connected with a content creator who has been covering this case and researching this case for 18 years, you guys. Her name is Lizzie, and I'm going to put a link to her channel in my comments. Her and I have been chatting, and she just kind of reminds me of some of the cases I have followed for a really long time, and one of them is the Natalee Holloway case. And I feel like, we do have a little more closure to that one. And I'm curious how you guys feel about the McCann case. Do you feel she was abducted? Or do you feel the parents were more involved? I'm not sure if that is a case you are interested in. I am working on a piece where we talk about missing people in general. But whenever I do, a piece or a live stream, I like to do my research, obviously. And so digging into this one, I found Lizzie, who's been studying this case for a long time. And I also reached out to a journalist who has been there since the second day she went missing. So I'm kind of just gathering some information on that. I wanted to know what your interest level is in that case. Also, tomorrow will be the anniversary of when Elizabeth Smart was abducted. And that is like one of the only stories where we have a happy ending. She was able to escape, and I think it's important to talk about that. And I'm planning to go live on Friday. Hopefully Amy will join me. Maybe, they should be teaching self-defense classes from high school. Maybe that should be one of the electives, is to learn self-defense. And Elizabeth Smart started something called Smart Defense, where I believe she teaches people some self-defense tactics. And if you saw in the news, there's a 13-year-old who recently was able to fight off her attacker. So I want to talk about all those good, positive things that come from these missing people cases. But wanted to know your interest, wanted to know what other cases you are interested in when it comes to missing people. I really love, and I've teamed with the Petito family, that they raise awareness about missing people and how Gabby's story got so much coverage, and it breaks their hearts that these other stories don't get as much coverage. And it brings me back to just a couple months ago, Saduksha Kaniki went missing on spring break, and we still don't really know what happened. And when we stop focusing on it, they stop focusing on it. And although the family has moved on and they have decided they want closure, there's people who, I think friends, who want a little more closure and they want to know what happened. So anyway, let me know what your interest level is on that. And yeah, I'll see you guys Friday.